These were designed in the late 60s by Bertrand Goldberg, who was a student of Mies van der Rohe. And as you can see, there's no similarities in their styles at all. Now, these are the world's first round skyscrapers. The first ones used tower cranes for construction, and at the time when they were completed, they were the world's largest reinforced concrete buildings. They're entirely concrete.
Hey guys, it's me.
Another building
I'm
that's
doing an
entirely
architectural
concrete
tour
is Trump Tower.
with
You
my
won't
love.
looking at it, but the frame is 40,000 tons.
And I thought I'd bring you
concrete.
guys along, so enjoy the tour.
Now, Bertrand Goldberg did not believe in using 90-degree angles in his architecture. He said, there are none in nature. Why would I use any of my designs? So it's very hard to find any sharp angles, including the interior. He says the design was influenced by the sunflower. Other people will tell you the design looks like it was influenced by the cartoon The Jetsons. Now, they say they're two of the most photographed buildings in the entire world. Of course, they're iconic, and they're featured in all the major film and TV production in the city. For example, Transformers 3 destroyed them completely with a giant robotic caterpillar worm creature. Steve McQueen's last movie, The Hunter, 1981, they drove a car out of the garage and into the Chicago River. And most recently, the hit NBC show Chicago Fire hung a man off the side of the building on a fake security camera, which doesn't exist in real life. Now, Marina City was very important to the development of downtown. After World War II, this is the 1940s and 50s, the suburbs are being created. So people are wanting to leave downtown to go experience the suburbs, where they can have the white picket fence and the green lawn, so we have kids and a dog and plastic on the furniture. So downtown becomes a little dark, a little dangerous, a little dirty, especially at night. They really need to encourage people to move back into the city. So Marina City was designed to be a city within a city. It had everything you needed, so you didn't have to leave if you didn't want to. Because you had a place to live, a place to work, a place to park your car, a place to park your boat. You had restaurants, cafes, grocery stores, drugstores, doctors, dentists, dry cleaners, laundromats, a pool, a movie theater, a bowling alley. Everything was there. Now, over the years, a lot of these amenities have closed up or become something different. For example, the House of Blues is what used to be the movie theater for Marina City. Now, coming up ahead of us on the right, you're going to see this big red brick warehouse building that was completed in 1914. It's called the Reed Murdoch Center. And at the time, it was a major grocery manufacturing production facility. They had a huge wharf, they had a big train dock in the back as well. And this is the only example on the tour you will get to see of what we call the prairie style of architecture, or prairie school. Very popular in the Midwest, as home of the prairies. And one of the most famous architects to use this style was probably Frank Lloyd Wright.
It's this one right here, guys.
Now look ahead of us at LaSalle Street. In the 30s, they expanded the road. So they chopped off that whole end of the building to make room for the road. And they redesigned the corner to look like the original, but as you can see, it is shorter on this left side over here. This is now the headquarters to Encyclopedia Britannica, which is still around, the digital age of Wikipedia, which is probably a good thing. Some great restaurants over here that are open for lunch and dinner. River Roast and the kitchen. The kitchen looks like it's getting ready to start a
they
just
got
tonight.
married! Woo! They got married! Love you too, Mandy. Hey, Bridget. Thank you for joining me.
Now, we've gone under quite a few bridges. I'm sure you've noticed them already, right? We are actually world famous for our bridges. They are called the Chicago bridges, or Chicago-style bridges.
There's the L, guys. That's the L train. Elevated trains here in Chicago. Right there.
We also have one of the world's largest collections of historical bridges, and they are called bascule bridges. Bascule is a French word for seesaw. So they're all drawbridges. They're still active today. They operate in the summer on Wednesdays and Saturdays as needed. Now, the ones on the main branch are specifically called trunnion bascule bridges. This has to do with the engineering structure of the gears underneath the surface. And they're perfectly balanced. It's actually really
Bridget.
How it operates.
Here's
and
Miora.
Identical. Some of them may look very similar.
That's
and
my
most of them
daughter.
are actually still original, around 100 years old. But this one here was just replaced just about 2 years ago. Now, coming up on the right side, you're going to see this massive building that, when it opened, was the largest building in the world. It had its own zip code, its own post office, its own passenger train station.
This is the Mercantile Exchange.
Square feet of rentable space and over 7 miles of hallways. This is called the Merchandise Mart. It opened in 1930 for Marshall Field to be a wholesaler's paradise, basically. You're right here in the middle of downtown for furniture, fabrics, and design.
Look at this. This is the Mercantile Exchange, guys.
Art Deco we're going to see a lot of. This is the period of the
It's an Art
1920s and
Deco
1930s.
building. I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see.
In New York City, because in America, it's a
So
big
if you look
boom. There's a
up
lot of
here, you can
millionaires
see the Art
doing
Deco
what we call
style.
loose spending. They want to show off their money and their power. Think of the Great Gatsby, the Jazz Age. One of the key features of Art Deco is streamlined verticality. Look at the building and see
I
the
never
design.
noticed that
This is
about the
focused all way
building.
up. This was an illusion to show off the power and the might of the building because they cost a lot of money. In the plaza, you'll see those giant sculptures, those big Pez dispensers. They were put there in the late 50s by the late Joseph Kennedy. They were to represent the great American
There's the
masters
Sears
of
Tower,
commercial.
guys.
Some of the names you might recognize would be Woolworth, Montgomery Ward, and Marshall
These
Field.
bridges
Now, the Kennedys
actually
owned the
go
building
up
around
and
50 years.
separate.
They don't anymore. They
The
sold it in
suspension bridges, I think they're called.
and it's no longer the largest building in the world. But the Kennedys do still own all this land you can see out here in front of us, and it's called Wolf Point.
The Kennedys own Wolf Point? I didn't know that.
Remember I said the river was much smaller? This is the area where the city's first tavern was, and then she also the city's first hotel called the Sacramento.
Right.
Kind of where the canoe is in the water up ahead of us. You can see
I
the
didn't
shadows.
either.
We also don't know why
There's
it's
the
called Wolf Point.
Sun-Times
There's a lot of
building,
legends
Chicago
about stories.
Sun-Times.
The most commonly told story is there
We
was a wolf
passed the
that was
Tribune
terrorizing
building a
patrons.
while ago.
It wouldn't go in the bar anymore, so the owner went outside, killed the wolf, chopped
But
off
if you
his head.
guys listen, he's giving you a lot of detailed information about these buildings, the architecture, and so forth. Look at this deer over here. Hold
Now,
on.
right, Wolf Point's changing quite a bit. Wolf Point West just opened a little while ago.
That's so crazy.
Wolf Point East, they just broke ground about 2 weeks ago.
That
This is the
deer?
tallest of the 3 new towers.
The
It's still
deer?
one parallel to
I
the
don't
river.
know.
And then on the tip
That
there, we
building.
have Wolf Point South, and this will be mostly offices, possibly also a hotel. It's not final yet. And these are going to block off the entire Chicago Sun-Times newspaper for a while.
Oh, this shade feels so good, guys. You just don't know. Look at that building. So this property is owned by the Kennedys. They apparently have deep roots here in Chicago. Never knew that. But this is a gorgeous building. Look at that. Hey, Felicia. It's amazing.
Now look over here to your
Hey,
right, and
Mandy.
the railing along the plaza.
Love you, girl.
And you're going to see a circle with the letter Y in the middle. Everybody, yeah, why the Y? Everybody see that? Look at the shape of the water. At Wolf Point, this is the confluence of the 3 branches, the North Branch, Main Branch, South Branch, and it forms a Y shape. This is the municipal symbol for the city of Chicago. It's used in a lot of the older architecture. Go to the Chicago Theater. Look at the marquee facing State Street. It's right in the front middle.
So you can
of that
see
marquee. Now, coming up in
that's
front of us,
one
I'm
of the
gonna point out
places the river
oldest building you'll see while you're
converges.
on the tour. And it's called
And then
Fulton
this
House.
area,
Coming on the left
and then
is
the
this
place
pinkish
behind
tower up
us.
there.
And
when
this is
Fulton
one
House
of the
opened in
suspension
1898,
bridges.
it
They
was
go
supposedly
up and
the world's
down.
first fireproof warehouse. A few years too late, unfortunately, but we did get there eventually. And a couple of years later, it was turned into a giant refrigerator. We were the meatpacking capital of the world. We needed somewhere to ship and store all the meat. And you had a perfect building. It had a wharf. It had train tracks. They sealed up all the walls. They added an addition on the very top for the offices. They extended the tower to the north. You can see the pattern change a little bit as we get closer, and that made it larger, of course.
It's the
and it became a
fireproof
giant
warehouse.
Now, in 1980, it was converted to condos by Harry.
It was the heart of the
Took them
meat
2
district
weeks to
years ago.
demolish the entire building. They started to rip out the walls. They realized the walls had been insulated with cork and horsehair, which of course is very different than what we use today because we use human hair. Now the rumor is that really late at night, when the sun goes down, you can hear that the halls are
There's the
haunted
Chicago
by
Sun-Times
ghost
building.
cows.
Oh my gosh. Talk about corny.
Stories of
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the tour.
Now coming up in front
I'm
of us
here,
on the left,
and then
you're going to
there's
see these little
Miora
townhomes
back
along
there.
the water.
That's my
These were also
daughter.
designed by Harry Weiss.
And then
he was
there's
very
my
fond of
goddaughter.
sailing, so you may notice
this is
nautical
my good
themes
friend
as we go
Brenda.
by. And he loves triangles, the shape of sails.
Alright, I'm going to turn the camera back around so you can see and enjoy this tour, guys.
Now, people said he was crazy for building here. He intended to live here, but he didn't. Because this was the first residential development on the river. It was still considered dirty and smelly and polluted, and nobody really was using it. They didn't want to be near it. But he knew there was a lot of value in having future waterfront property. And of course,
That right there?
So he was smarter than almost everybody else, and of course,
This
he made
is?
quite a lot of money on the property.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now here's the Kinsey Street Bridge, and this
Hey,
is not the
Vanessa.
original, but this is the site here.
Hey, Mandy.
of where
Hey,
the city
Felicia,
first
girl.
built a bridge to cross the river. It would have been a very small wooden pedestrian bridge.
Oh,
in
look
the
at
middle of
this.
the 1800s. And eventually it would have become a swing bridge, which is a wooden swing bridge, means it's a pivot in the middle of the river, and it would swing open or close. And then eventually they went to lift bridges and drop bridges. And in Chicago today, we do have 7 different
I want to go
styles of
canoeing
bridges
so
throughout the
bad.
entire city.
I want to do it. It's just the
And
water
if
is
you were to
so
continue north, it would get
dirty.
smaller,
I don't
and
know.
eventually start to leave Chicago and head up towards Wisconsin and back out into Lake Michigan. But we're not going that far.
This is Brenda.
And here you'll see some townhomes on the left. As a courtesy, this is
Maya.
where Shoreline Sightseeing will pause the tour for just a few minutes out of respect for these folks. It's a great time to go visit the bar back there.
There's Miora,
But we're
looking
gonna go
cool
and turn
as a
around and head
cucumber.
back out into the South Branch in a few minutes. That's
Lord.
the tour. So we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, you need a break.
this is the East Bank Club. So these are townhomes, guys. I can't even speak, townhomes. Right along the Chicago River. Here's the water, it's green. They turn it green every year for St. Patrick's Day, but as you can see, they don't need to because it's green 365 days a year. Oh, yeah, those are cute. Yeah. You probably would feel every wave on those.
And you got sprayed by the water.
Oh, gosh. That's the only thing I don't like. And I want to do this kayaking. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, for sure. Oh, a little more. Yeah.
Then again, you can't see it.
Right, right. So we're going to turn around, guys, and we're going to go down the other direction of the Chicago River. Here. I look like a glazed donut. Skin as oily as I don't know what. But I hope you guys are enjoying the tour. Sorry. Look, so does Maya. Wait, Maya's got the glow going, and she's got the highlighter.
Oh, yeah.
Glow up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that glow. Oh, my gosh. All right, guys, so I will come by a little bit later, but I hope you enjoyed the first part of this tour. I may come back a little bit later, and I'll give you a few more sort of scenic shots that are really beautiful, like the one I'm looking at now. Otherwise, check my Instagram and my Snapchat. I'll try to upload some pictures there, too. Bye. Here, I'll let everybody say bye. Miora. She just is too cool for herself. She is.
Enjoying herself. She is enjoying herself.
Say bye.
Maya, say bye. I know I said it. Maya is so cool.
We'll be the nerds. Bye, guys.
Bye.